This 31-year-old female was constantly waking up at 3 a.m. and could not fall back asleep. And she's feeling wired but exhausted at the same time every single day, relying on copious amounts of coffee just to get through the day. And on top of that, she started noticing that she was gaining stubborn belly fat, even though that her diet never changed. She also noticed afternoon crashes in energy, mood swings, and has been completely overwhelmed by any source of stress. She knew something was off, so we ran comprehensive labs to look at why this was happening, and here's what we found.
So one of the best labs for what she had going on to look at a deep dive into her adrenals is this Dutch test, to where both cortisone and cortisol were flatlined, but at the same time, metabolized cortisol, which is 99% of what your body uses throughout the day, is cranked up almost as high as it can go. So this is a huge explanation for why she feels the way that she does and how we're going to go about supporting her body and calming this adrenal response down all the way from the brain to her adrenal gland response. And further on this test is to look at all of her estrogens in this backwards L, all of her androgens, and progesterone as well, to where you can see that we are building up on these side of the androgens, and we are very deficient with this green protective pathway, and then it's CYP3A4 for these two dials here. Highly connected to mood swings and her ability to detox her own estrogens, because hormones that can't get out are toxic. We also ran a page of blood work here as well so that we can see an iron and anemia evaluation where ferritin is not building up, where that is way too low. That is her storage form of iron. Triglycerides, way too high, up at 101 there. LDL is going to be spiking up because of the hormone issues going on. CRP, HS, high sensitivity up at 10.5, which that should be less than 1. Way too high. And homocysteine at 14, just further proving that her liver is slowing down with the conversion steps. And vitamin D down at all the way 31. We shouldn't wait before this gets beneath 30. Vitamin D needs to be much higher than that. We also wanted to give her a lot of control over her inflammatory status throughout the day while she eats food. So we found 23 IgG responses to healthy foods, and this is going to give her a lot more control. And we're going to be able to build off this list, avoiding the list in red, and then start implementing the best foods out of the blue list so we can structure her food in the best way possible.
So now she is sleeping through the night, her energy is steady, so no longer huge crashes in the middle of the day there. Her belly fat is coming down, mood is nice and stable, and this wasn't just stress. It took the right testing, it took targeted support to her body to get her back on track. So if you are struggling to find answers to unexplained symptoms, comment more info down below, and I will reach out to you guys to find you guys some real answers and get you tested.